Yep. And Mort
Mort
just,
moving away from his expansion here. Is Elim going to take advantage, or is he going to try and chase down those T-15s? I'm not sure.
I don't know if I would hit the
He
expansion.
won't be able to catch those T-15s if he tries to chase them down. He's too slow.
He is, but he's not going to want those guys to be free to run.
He may just follow, try and ambush.
Yeah, these guys could really do some damage on an expansion. We can wipe it out and a yard pretty quick, so he's not going to want to let them go free.
So real quick, just before the battle actually engages, what I want to point out to everybody is that what we had here was we had basically two tech up strategies. Both players decided to tech up, which means that bigger ships are fielded first, and along with more expansions taken quickly. But I think that if Mort had noticed that Elim was kind of sporadically building ships, then Mort could have done things a little bit quicker. But it is kind of cool to see a double tech up on a 1v1. I think Mort's going to be very surprised here in a moment.
Yeah, that repair yard is going to make it real easy. He should probably just run through here to the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, he probably has no idea that there are all these ships just sitting here. Now he has an idea. There goes Alpha Catcher So White.
There goes an S2. See,
yeah, and these guys are not going to... Ooh, not good for Mort. Forward firing, not able to really do...
Yeah. But the T-15 are really, really fast, so they will get away, but they will not do any damage behind. So two S2s lost, basically, and I don't know, I think Elim lost a container or something. But Mort does know now where exactly that fleet is at the moment.
Yeah, though not really enough ships to do anything about it.
You're right. Yeah. Nox coming out of the bottom.
Which is interesting, the S2 should murder them. Should just murder them.
Yeah, they should. Murder. And they don't have cloaking devices because they're considered a big ship, or like a... What is it? They considered a... I don't remember what they call it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the lore
large scale.
Yeah, large scale cloaking device. Hey, I have 24 defense. I move really slow. I'm long range, and I can't cloak. Who wants
well,
to
they
eat
will
me?
do nice versus the T-15s, but I mean...
Yes, they will.
Right.
And Mort, at this point, should consider maybe C-17s.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, gosh, what's the... The T-15s are still a really good choice. I think more S2s are also a good choice. At this point, I mean, boy, it's really tough to know when you're a Dominion player and you know the numbers are not in your advantage.
B5.
Yeah, B5's hard to go
It's true,
wrong.
that is a pretty good option that he has. Though B5s tend to not be good if you are severely outnumbered.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I do feel like, though, that Dominion's biggest problem is that once they get outnumbered, they don't have a whole lot of ships that are just good against lots of stuff. The B5s are definitely one of those ships that are great against just about everything.
Yeah, and Mort, trying to be a little bit aggressive, does not want to be too passive, and I think at this point he really needs to sit back, throw up a perimeter, and wait for the Klingons to come to him.
Yes, some S7s or something.
Something crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
The long-term game, in my opinion, is definitely not in favor, generally, of the Klingons. Elim's got three full bases right now, which does help even that out, but the more supply you have to buy, the worse off you are.
Yeah, he's not going to have to worry about supply after killing this large yard here.
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to get it before the T-15 guys get back up.
Well, I think he will.
Yeah,
I think
he
he'll be able to kill this.
Fall pretty fast.
The T-15s might be back, but he's gonna kill him and kill it anyway.
Oh yeah, drop him like a fly. And these Saints should turn around and murder these.
Well, I think we're gonna see some Kadoosh go down.
The lack of repair yard here is really gonna hurt.
It is going to hurt, yeah.
To the defendant.
The Sang's just getting eaten alive. Oh, it's cloaking out. Huh. Very interesting.
He's gonna get that
Master of the beam
Was able to get a saying.
He got a saying.
And there's a
still
saying.
a saying, a double rank saying, running around that base.
That's gonna be a great scout for Mort.
Yeah. So Elim cloaked while he still had 4 sayings and 3 Kadoosh. Against, yeah,
It was probably the right move.
I'm
I
not
think.
gonna. It probably was. At first, I didn't think it was, but you know, that's pretty good.
And he's gonna get an S2 here.
Well,
and a scout maybe.
he has 3. He has 3 sayings back at his expansion, and then 2 Chonad coming.
Yeah,
out
he's
of his,
definitely. It was definitely not a death
Go
blow of
yard.
any kind. He's got plenty out there, and it was really more painful for Mort. That large yard.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. Dominion. Once their economy's going, it's great, but when they're not sure about it yet, it's
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
sensor station going up. That will be valuable, though. I think
Well,
that.
indeed.
My personal opinion. Sorry, Mort. That is a horrible place to put that. It really needs to be snug up against the starbase, and then maybe the second one be put there, or a perimeter. But if that's your only sensor station, I think you need to keep it safe so that you can use that ping without any problems.
Yeah. The reason why Clint is saying that is probably because when you only have one of these sensor stations, that's the only thing you have to use the actual point-and-click ping to ping your own ships.
Ping.
You know, and if you lose it, you can't ping anymore. So.
Ping.
Does not have the special research yet, so you know, maybe not.
Elim's scout and Mort's scout just crashed into each other. That's really unlikely. I'm so easily amused.
Yeah, Mort
All right.
should really try to research that. I think I just doesn't
Yeah,
really have a lot of
absolutely.
money. Not a lot of
Elim, on the other hand, has tons of tritanium. He could very easily be researching the Polaron fields and such, which would just wreak absolute havoc on those T-15s.
Interesting choice to have his research station in an armory right up next to Mort's base.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Well, he does have a lot of you know, yards there, just in terms of repairability and stuff like
That's
that.
true.
Mort does have the probe, you know, the scout probe. He did research that, and he threw one up in the middle there, which is kind of neat because Elim attacked it, and it gave him a little bit of an early warning device. Because if I'm not wrong, it will let you know. It'll send an alert if it gets attacked.
Well, and at this point, Elim is not really cloaking because he can't cloak several of his ships. So it should be. It's going to be interesting. He did cloak some here. I guess the cloak does allow him to get some ships out if he needs to.
Well, and what he might be trying to do is draw Mort in, just to think that there's 2 Chonad, and then, you know, oh shit, there's another, or maybe not.
Wow,
Just into the
look at that
totem
ping
wall.
on that thing. That's crazy.
Ping.
It's an excellent
So,
station.
These
Yeah.
Dominion ships are going to be able to run them down if they, so
Yeah, they
choose.
will. Really fast ships coming in from the Dominion here.
I don't know if I would do this though.
If that,
But you
Klingon
know what?
fleet turns
I'm not
around.
Mort, and I would never question Mort's deal here. Look at it go.
gonna lose his saying.
No
Yeah.
Tetracell white yet. Where's that white?
There it
There it
is.
goes.
Saying fallen, 2 S2s going down. Another saying.
Wow.
He actually is taking a good number of ships right here, but Mort is also losing a plentiful amount.
Yeah, for every ship that Elim loses, Mort loses one too.
The thing
Yeah.
is, these T-15s, if they're not in short range, they will not fire their torpedo. Only their pulses will fire. The torpedoes are short range.
Mort needs to make sure to get to that thing if it shows up. There he goes. Get it.
Aha. Oh, Officer T-15.
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. Officer T-15.
I don't see a lot of most of the ships on the board that were medium size, which means they will take a little bit reduced damage from that crazy explosion device.
Yeah, and
Mort,
Mort definitely needs to try to get out of here. Probably going to lose this T-15. We'll see.
I don't think anything's going to be able to catch him, but just
It's
in
more
case
of an
anyone else
engine.
was not watching, the mighty B5 prototype is being researched. So I think Mort is realized,
Oh, yeah.
okay, playtime's over.
Time to B5.
Time to
And we do see a Vorcha on the field right now.
Yeah.
these
And you
Vorcha-
know, whenever I've seen a late B5 build, the Dominion tends to lose. Usually, I think it's a,
too late.
yeah,
They're just so strong early. Yeah.
going in here. Interesting little hit. And the Chonak doing pretty good damage. As long as they are allowed to regen some of their special energy, they tend to do pretty good damage.
Well, and these Vorcha are going to be nice versus those S2s. So.
Yep. B5's being queued up. Being built. Mort also throwing up an expansion at the top right. Never one to be down and out. Holy crap.
That is a long range.
That is a long range.
Long range beams always look a little longer than
Mort needs
torpedoes.
to get that S. Oh,
Veteran
veteran.
T15. Oh. See, what you guys, do you see that? 3 of these implosion devices just went off in a row because, I mean, I just gotta point out real quick. 3 of them went off because the T15 was officer, so it fired 1. Then the,
wow.
Then it got double bar, which means it was reset, and it was fired again. Then he ranked it to veteran, which means it was reset, and it fired again. 3 of those implosion devices, and it just wasted this fleet.
Two
And now there's another
Shonads.
officer T15.
It's and these guys are
Vorcha.
just. It's almost like cheating.
It's
They
insane.
are
I mean-
extremely powerful against, especially against ships that have low defense, like Klingon ships.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Small ships with low defense.
Well, this
you
has
know, I've-
given Mort somewhat of a chance to maybe get back into this game. I mean, he's going to be able to
Yeah.
pump out some B5s. You see 2 of them out. One is a prototype S2s. Now he's switching back to Buds, but these 2 officer, maybe one soon to be veteran, T15s are going to be very helpful.
And those of you who
Absolutely.
are watching on the minimap, every once in a while you see some little areas pop up where you can actually see what's
Yeah.
going on. That is the Dominion's special from the Scout, and
Scout.
pretty cool here. I'm trying to catch it when it happens here so that you can see it. It's
There's
actually
one on
very
the left
helpful.
side of the map. There's one on the left side between Elim's bottom 2 expansions. There's one on either side of the blue nebula at the top right. He really did. He's got a number of scouts running around throwing some of these down, which is really a pretty smart idea, really.
He knows what's
And
going on
interesting-
and where.
Yeah, he does. And that's really hard as Dominion sometimes to know exactly what's going on, especially against a cloaker.
Oh, and this sensor platform might eat it. These S2s are trying to
Yeah.
cover fire for him, but
This is what Clint was talking about earlier, about how you put one of these expensive sensor stations out here, and it's in a very vulnerable position.
Has the special, and it's going down, folks.
these
No.
S2s are going to try to
But
T15's coming in.
oh my gosh, look at that Vorcha!
Insane.
Look at that Vorcha!
It's just insane.
Insane
It goes
going
over
down.
and over again.
Going down.
Because he's got 2 veterans now, so we just saw like 5.
Shonad
Elim is
going
right.
down.
Elim is right
loses
to
an
LOL
S2.
because, in my opinion, there are those who will disagree with me. I think that's just a little bit too crazy right now.
I think
to
that's
have,
awesome.
Oh, it's
to have-
it's
no, 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 to have
horrible.
Yeah, to have the T-15 get this ability at officer is really, I don't know, it's kind of a bad thing just because you can see it's already, there's another officer. What this does is it's a lot like the damage
core.
from, no, it's a lot like, it's the same principle as the flak from Sang class, from the torpedo barrage from Akira's, which do area damage.